Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Miss Roxanne, and this is Daily Rambles. Today we're doing Season 2, Episode 8 of Stargirl, just called Summer School, Episode 8. So we start off the episode with someone driving to the farm, and honestly, it gave me very Downton Abbey vibes with the music score. I wasn't mad at it, to be honest, but anyway. It turns out it was the teacher that accused Rick of cheating, and she apologized once again and basically gave Rick college information and financial information. And then the rude uncle steps out, basically tells her you're trespassing, you need to go. And then Rick apologizes to the teacher, said don't worry about it, and then she leaves. And then the uncle puts Rick down and throws the papers out of his hand, so Rick goes to collect them, and then he kind of storms off and goes to visit Grundy and visits into the woods because he's tired of basically giving and getting nothing in return. And he's just very tired and actually breaks down. Then Grundy actually shows up. And we cut to where Courtney wants to see Yolanda. And so the family kind of consults her a little bit. And because Courtney feels really guilty about bringing Yolanda into this whole thing. And then we cut to there was the doorbell rang and Yolanda dropped off the Wildcat gear. Then we got to Beth is working on Chuck, and that was a huge nope. But then Doctor Mid-Niter, which I thought was weird, anyway, says he has another pair and he's in the Shadowland, and that's why the goggles are linked from time to time. But he has to go because something's following him or whatever, because he's got to keep moving. Then something popped up on the computer, and then we cut to a Rick is talking to Grundy while he's just eating and just not really concentrating, period. Then basically he tells Grundy about a dog that his uncle got that was abused, and the uncle wanted to use it as a fight dog. So personally, he should be in jail for 1,000 years. Anyway, so he then says like after a while, Rick says like the dog ran away, but actually gave it to a new home and went to go visit a year later. It was a completely changed dog. And I was like, good on Rick for doing that. So he's just trying to be kinder just in general. And he tells Grundy, he's like, you didn't understand a damn word I said, did you? And so Grundy kind of slaps him on the back a little bit. He's like, yeah. And gives him an apple. And so, they have a little moment. I thought that was really neat. And then we cut to where Court puts Wildcat's gear up and then checks on the staff and basically calls the staff its friend. And then we cut to where Beth's parents come in and they talk and they blame her for their impending divorce. Because they said it was very difficult trying to raise you, so it's your fault that we're getting a divorce. Okay? Okay. And so we cut to where it's really Eclipso, and so Beth leaves, and there's also some weird dart thingy on the Reuben because parents actually fix their food, which never happens. Then we cut to where it's the 4th of July, and basically Rick's listening to the radio and saying that there's a bear in the woods, and a bunch of hunters are going to get a reward if the bear is captured. So he goes to warn Grundy. He's running towards them, but also calls Pat because Pat and Courtney are talking, and she wants to fix the staff. And basically, Pat tells her to just be patient. And she feels useless. Then Rick called and tells him what's going on. Then Pat and Courtney are at the woods, and then we cut to where Beth is at Courtney's house, and no one's there, not even the dog. And Bruce is there, and he plays the goat game and calls her a liar because he took the goggles and runs away upstairs. So Beth follows him, which I thought was kind of stupid. Then this Bruce is making fun of her and basically and gets a little racist, which I thought was messed up on so many levels. And so when Beth calls him a racist, she gets sucked into a closet, and it's at the JSA headquarters. Then we cut to the woods where the hunters warned Rick, And then back in the JSA room, they're like, "You don't belong here." And the Bruce is like, "What's all these things in here?" I was like, "Bro, like we know this is not real." Anyway, so she goes after him some more, and then we cut to the woods where Pat and Courtney hear Rick and found Grundy found. Oh my gosh, Rick found Grundy first because the hunters warned him of a girl that was missing, and he found him next to a unalive girl. And so he storms after Grundy because Grundy decided to leave. And then Pat and Courtney found also the girl. And then it turned out that wasn't real, that was Eclipse. And then we cut to where Rick ran all the way home and fights Grundy, and then the fireworks started happening. Then we cut to where Bruce plays games with Beth, and then she turns it a little bit because Bruce is saying, "Oh, you're a scared little girl, and you are inferior, and blah blah blah." And she's like, "But I'm not hiding, and you are." So yeah. Anyway, then Pat and Courtney try to stop Rick, and we'll go back to Bruce playing against with Beth. And there was just like a touch of a turn in there as well. And then Courtney blasts Rick, and it turns out Grundy wasn't even Grundy, it was the uncle. Because Rick went beast mode and turned over the hourglass and got super strong and was beating up Grundy, but it was actually his uncle. And Rick got very distraught by that and actually broke the hourglass. And we go back to Bruce playing games with Beth, and she turns it, and it's like, because Bruce went ugly, like, and very, like, you're the wrong shape, the wrong size, the wrong color. I was like, really? And like, you're a girl, and you're not athletic, you're a loser, you forced your way in, and da da da. And Beth was like, so that's what you gotta do. You got to admit and give in to your deepest fear. I'm not doing that. I'm proud. I know who I am, and I'm great, basically. And that actually seemed to work. And then apparently the goggles got on her at that point, and then everything was fine. And the Bruce is gone, and she was actually still in her house because she was technically at Courtney's house, but she actually never left. Then her parents came in and wanted to talk, and basically, so hang on, and let me back up. So the police arrest Rick, and there's fireworks still happening. Then Grundy saw him leave and called him a friend. Okay, then Chuck or Dr. Mid-Niter tells Beth to keep on the goggles because it prevents her from going back into the vision of Eclipse. So you can see further his manipulations. So the parents would talk to her, and basically, uh, she never talked to them before. So the whole thing was all Eclipse with the whole conversation saying like they blame her and da 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 da. And so then they talk about what the mom went through when they first moved here because they were like the first, I think, black couple there. And so the people didn't really like her as a doctor because they were so used to the other doctors. So basically, she had to win them over, and eventually it worked because she is such a hard worker. But I feel like she's too much of a hard worker still, her and the husband. Anyway, because they kind of ignore Beth half the time. That's my only thing about that because there's nothing wrong with working hard. I feel like you should work hard, but at the same time, you should also put your child first, in my opinion. Anyway, so the mom kind of lifts her up, and basically, she also makes like a sad excuse for the goggle thing. She said, "I want to join the swim team." Okay. And we cut to where Rick is and Uncle is in critical condition, and there's nothing that Pat and Courtney can do about getting Rick out. It just decides for oh my god, I'm totally twisting stuff. So Mike and Barbara talk, and Mike actually calls Barbara mom, and she said, "What are we going to do?" And she's like, "There's nothing we can do. Just try to be there for Pat and Courtney when they come back from the hospital." Anyway, in the police station. And so then the house turns to ice, and that was the end of the episode. Crazy episode, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I gave it an A+. I just can't believe freaking Bruce. I mean, and Eclipsa in general. What? That's mind-boggling to even say that to a person in general. I don't. Anyway, it's stupid. Anyway, but I thought it allowed Beth to be stronger. I feel like and builds her character development, and I feel like she got stronger because of it. Because like she actually looked inside of herself and was like, I am strong enough. I am good enough. I am, basically I'm great because she is great. Like she's crazy smart. Anyway, I thought it was a really good episode. The storyline was good, and also touched on Rick a lot as well. So I feel like they just kind of did like a 2-on-1 because Rick was trying to be kinder and stuff, and but then when he just kind of lost it when he saw that girl, and just kind of went all out on Salmon Grundy because he's like, oh crap, I'm the one that's been feeding him, has been doing da da da. So he felt really guilty about it, so he was trying to correct it. And I was just like, and then Calypso just has to mess everything up, I swear. Because we're getting really good character development from him. Like he was going to go like to college and do this and do that. I was like, this is crazy. But anyway, a really good episode. Really enjoyed it, and that's one for this video. So if you like this video, just let me know. I'm so used to not saying like, comment, subscribe because I don't. If you want to do that, that's great. If not, I totally get it. But anyway, I hope you all have a great day, evening, or night, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, everybody.